They're still coming. We may not start on time. I don't know.
Oh boy.
Thanks.
Wow.
If it looks like people are still coming, do it twice. Yeah, just run happy and your time. So, can you do that?
It's low.
Wait, is it? Okay. Yeah. I went back in the office all night, but I could not get rid. There he is. Okay. It's got to be 10:30.
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Good morning, Unity. I can't believe I get to say this to you all, but good morning, Unity of Sarasota.
Yay! Woo!
Thank you for coming to my 10th anniversary party at Unity. It's been 10 years. I know I said it last year, but I was wrong. It really was this year. All right. Let's start this off right, shall we?
Yes.
Let's do it this way. Woo! It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine is here, you can't take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that goes to space. With the air that I don't care, baby, by the way. I'm happy alone if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel that happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know that happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news talking this and that. Give me all you got, don't hold back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste my time. Here's why. We say I'm happy alone as you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know that happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know that that's what you want to do. Can't bring me down, you can't now. Don't bring me down, you can't. Bring me down, you can't now. Bring me down, you can't. Bring me down, my love is too high. Bring me down, you can't now. Bring me down, but let me tell you now. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you know that happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness means to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Do it again now. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel that happiness is the truth, and it sure is. Clap along if you know what happiness means to you. Hey, hey. Clap along if you know that that's what you want to do. Woo. Bring me down, you can now. Bring me down, my love is too high. Bring me down, you can now. Bring me down, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you know that happiness means to you. Clap along if you feel that that's what you want to do. Do it again now. Clap along if you feel like a room without a room. Clap along if you know that happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness means to you. Oh, clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Yeah!
That was fun.
Are you happy? Woo-hoo! Whoa! Okay, I'm worn out now, so I'm going home.
I've been breathing all day.
Woo! Okay. Wow. 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 You have no idea what it feels like to look out there and see actual live people instead of cardboard cutouts. I'm going to tell you, you look much better. However, let us not put down cardboard cutouts, because during this time when I was speaking only to a camera, I had a tendency to be looking over here. So Julie Donnelly, who's been running camera for a year and a half, came up with this idea. You know I'm an avid Seahawks fan. She put the Seahawks emblem and Russell Wilson next to the camera so that I would look over there. We don't need you anymore right now, Russell. Wait till season. Thank you, Russell. Now I can look at you guys. This is wonderful. Good morning. I'm Reverend Dr. Susie Shadle. I welcome you to Unity of Sarasota, where something fabulous, tremendous, wonderful, good, fantastic is happening right now because we're here. Because we're here. And this is our first in-person service since March of 2020. So if you are a guest here for the first time, you picked a really good day. I would invite you to please stand and remain standing for a moment. We'd like to find out where our guests come from. Do we have any people visiting with us for the first time? Okay, hang on. Where are you visiting from? Pardon? Venezuela. Woo! Okay, I want to know which board member made the call to Venezuela, because that's going to be expensive. I'm so glad you're here. You're going to take the prize for the furthest away, probably. Where are you visiting from?
I live in Sarasota. I've been here 4 years, but I was in Western Maryland before I came.
Excellent. Maryland and Sarasota now. Yay. Welcome. And how about over here? Where are you visiting us from?
I moved here a couple months ago from Pensacola, Florida.
Yay.
I visited a Unity church there a couple times and liked it and watched you online Sundays ago. That's why I came.
Excellent. From Pensacola. Is there another one?
There's two in the writing room. Caroline can tell you who.
Oh, so we have two in the family room back here.
George's son, my grandson, and his wife Eva, who's from
Latvia.
Latvia.
Uh-oh, you might be in trouble over Latvia. And a little one, this big, in there. So thank you, welcome, we're glad you're with us. Yay. I'm going to invite those of you who are visiting for the first time to please pick up a welcome packet on one of the tables out in the lobby on your way out. It's filled with all kinds of information about Unity. And we also invite you to fill out the welcome card that's attached to it and just leave it in one of the offering plates. And we will be in touch and keep you abreast of all the things that are happening here, because things are going to start unfolding fast and furiously in a good way. So thank you for joining us. We're really happy to have you with us. And I would actually say, you're all visiting this sanctuary for the first time. You can all stand.
Yeah.
See, that's how I get a standing ovation. See? So I want to welcome those who are joining us, our loyal followers on our live stream on our website, unityofsarasota.org. Thank you. Let's wave to them. Those who are watching online, We also put it up on YouTube and Facebook after the service, so you can look there as well if you want to see the recording. Just know that it is wonderful. It is wonderful to have all of you here this morning in whatever way you're here, celebrating with us. And wherever you may be on your spiritual journey, you are most welcome to journey with us. It makes the trip a lot more fun. I do want to say, while I'm saying something about that live stream, where's Laurel? Laurel Rund takes care of all of our social media and our website, and has really been instrumental in keeping us alive online during this time. So Laurel Rund, thank you. There's so many people really to thank. And, I'm going to apologize a little bit ahead of time. Actually, I'm not. I'm just going to give you a clue. Because this is the first time we're doing this, and we're doing it differently, and because mainly we forgot the way we used to do things because it's been so long. But anyway, we're starting fresh. So everything's new. Eric and Lisa are back there on the slides. They've never done that before. So between the two, thank you. So, it may not be seamless, but hey, what in life is, right? So it makes it more interesting that it's not seamless. I want to thank, while I'm talking about Lisa, all of these, this decoration, this geographic back here on the back of the stage is actually functional. Those are the soundboards that make the sound better in here, all done in the hues of the paint that's on the walls, all in that family. A lot of men tried to get those things up there. And so I finally hired a woman. And so Lisa Arundale, who happens to be my best friend and my housemate, got all of those up there. And let me tell you, it was a labor of love. So thank you, Lisa, there she is. Thank you for doing that. And she also did some of the decorations up here on the stage. It's good to have a roommate that's handy with things like that. So, and a lot of people, I just want to acknowledge, a lot of people have brought this day to us in terms of getting us ready all these many months and getting us ready this week. The entire staff, where's Darlene? Darlene Murray over there. One of our newest members, Reverend Robin G. White. This is our new admin person right here. Only been here a week, already helping tremendously. We have a new bookkeeper also. She's not here right now, but you'll be meeting her. And let's see, who else do we have? Oh, we've got a new facilities guy, Brad Bayes, who's not here right now, but he's the one that usually has 5 or 7 kids trailing after him. They're his. That's why they're following him. And I'm going to save that other little surprise for later. But all of these people, a lot of people, it took a community to be a community to bring us together in community today. So please celebrate everyone and each other. I do want to say that Unity of Sarasota is a beacon of light and love, opening minds, touching hearts, and transforming lives. We are an inclusive spiritual community that embraces empowering and life-affirming practical spirituality for richer living right here and right now. And we join with our Unity movement worldwide in creating a world that works for all. And I would invite all of you into that high and noble purpose, to create a world that works not only for us, but works for everyone. I want to bring our board members up front at this time. So all of our board members, please come forward and meet me up here in front of the stage. I'm going to introduce them first, and then we're going to do a little fun thing. Okay,
couldn't think of
so
anything
I'm going to
else.
start here, and then I'm going to come down and join them. This is Caroline Roberti. She's new on the board. You can let's applaud them all at the end. This is Ginger Wilson, also new on our board of trustees. This is Peg Beck, not new on our board of trustees, but now she's the president, so behave. Okay? This is Kimberly Bailey. She's also new to our board of trustees. I wouldn't dare, Donna. Donna Stewart is let's put it this way, she's been on the board longer than I've been here. So she is, yes, she's a veteran, seasoned, you know. And this is Scott Thompson. He is the vice president of the board. And our treasurer is Bruce McLaughlin, but he is not with us today, but he will be soon. So now, you know, what I want to do, Scott, I'm going to give you one end of this. And I'm going to have... There you go. Just enough. And I'm going to go in here. We are christening this sanctuary. This is a brand new, beautiful, and healthy sanctuary. We have been blessed by a beautiful campus. And now this campus is in the best shape it's been in many, many years. It's gorgeous, and it takes many hands and hearts to make it that way. This sanctuary, the outdoors, I want to call out Don Hodson, who is here almost as much as I am. Keeps the campus beautiful. He's growing eco gardens now, and you're all going to have an opportunity to help with that. This place is gorgeous. This sanctuary, I had a vision for what this would be like, that it would blend with the outdoors, that we would have this indoor-outdoor feel in this sanctuary. And it turned out even greater than my imagination. And so we are blessed to be here consecrating this new sanctuary for the very, very first time. And what I would ask that you do is that you hold in your heart a prayer of blessing, knowing that we have been blessed and that each person who enters here will be blessed and become a blessing to others. And what I would ask that you do throughout the service and anytime you're here, bless the seat that you're in and all the ones next to you, so that the next person who sits in that seat will feel your blessing. And so we are officially launching this ship. Ooh. Yeah, save that ribbon. We'll find other things to consecrate later. Okay. So do us a favor. Do let your friends and folks that you know on social media know that we are here and that we're open, that we are open. So please do all the likes and loves and the clicks and the clacks and all the things that you can do. Share this blessing. Share this beautiful blessing with others whom you care about, or even strangers. All right. I want to thank the entire buildings and grounds team who have throughout this year kept this place beautiful, even though nobody was around. So if you have been part of the building and grounds team ever, please stand up and be acknowledged for your gift. I also want to acknowledge we have artists of the summer, not just of the month, but we have artists of the summer. And so if you're here with us today, please stand when I call your name. Jackie, Laurel, Pam, Lynn, Colleen, and Linda. All of these artists will be displaying their artwork throughout the summer in our hallway gallery there and all out into the fellowship hall. So please do enjoy their art, and the best way to enjoy it is to buy it and take it home. Am I right, artists? That's what I thought. Because I bought some. I bought some of yours, right? So do yourself a favor and give yourself a gift. I also want to acknowledge that not only is this our first time in this sanctuary, but it is Birthday Sunday, it just so happens. So if you're celebrating a birthday in June, please stand up and let us sing to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you. And anniversary too.
And one more slide, please, Eric. Eric, Lisa, anybody back there? Hello? Next slide, please.
Next slide.
Come on, guys, I made this one myself, so I really Next slide, please. There we go.
Oh. Surprise, surprise.
You can see it better here.
Here, Susie, I got to pay you for that. Oh, wait, my name's not on this.
This is a man who knows how to work with me. So here's the deal, guys. We have a tradition here that for every year that you're celebrating as a birthday or an anniversary, and it could be the anniversary of when you became a member, it could be the anniversary of your sobriety birthday, it could be the birthday of your children, your grandchildren, your best friend, whatever it is. Whatever you're celebrating, our tradition is that you throw in $1 for each year that you're celebrating and write on the envelope or on your check birthday or anniversary, and that will go to help continue to pay for this beautiful sanctuary that we have renovated. So know that you'll be immortalized in here when you do that. So thank you, Rob.
I still haven't put my name on it, though.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll do that
forgot.
for you. Rob. Okay.
Thank
all
you
right.
so much.
You are so welcome. Thank you.
It really has been a pleasure.
Thank you for
to
what
be
you
here.
bring to us. I really do appreciate it. So now that the party's over, it's not really. The initial hoopla, I'm going to bring us in a little bit, and let's move into prayer. So I invite you to close your eyes or create a soft gaze somewhere in the room, maybe looking at the candle, whatever it may be, that just allows you to settle into your chair. And imagine that chair is the heart of God surrounding you, holding you, supporting you. And then let's remind us in the best way possible that we are one with that Father, Mother, God, Spirit that is supporting us, holding us. And so we take a deep breath in to the center of our being and let that breath of God fill your heart space. And then release the breath completely. And then again, breathe in deeply to the center of your being and feel the breath of God gently massage your heart. And release the breath. And again, breathe in deeply to the center of your being, that place where Father, Mother, God, Spirit resides within you and spills out all around you as you breathe out. As our children say, there is not a spot that God is not. For there is only one, and that one is Father, Mother, God, Spirit. And that one is the creator and sustainer of all that exists in the cosmos. That one is the very life that each one of us lives and breathes. And so we allow Father, Mother, God, Spirit to breathe us. Each time we breathe in the inspiration of Spirit itself. And each time we exhale, we breathe out our own individualized, unique expression of the one. And while we may express ourselves in diversity, we remain one in the unity of all life and creation. And for this remembrance of the truth, this opportunity to come together and remember the truth of our individual and collective being, I am grateful. And so it is. And together we say, thank God within and all around us. Amen. Our daily word today is healing. Healing. My thoughts and actions affirm divine life. My thoughts, words, and actions affirm divine life. Today I give thanks for the constant activity of the divine, healing life, especially when my body is experiencing illness. To bolster my awareness of my capacity for healing, I place my attention on my inherent wholeness. I affirm life in my thoughts, my words, and my actions as I care for my body and meet its needs. My faith assures me that illness is not the truth of me, nor is it my enduring reality. Through my actions, I am affirming wholeness as my true nature and encouraging my healing. Even when I am not facing illness, I greet each day by blessing my body, affirming my wholeness and the ongoing activity of divine life in every organ, every cell of my body. I give thanks for the gift of the divine life by giving thanks for my healing and living joyously. And our scripture comes from Luke 8:48. He said to her, "Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace." What an appropriate thing for us coming together again after this pandemic has begun to recede a bit. Healing. And I am grateful for all of those who have been healed, and know that while some were not cured, that their souls have been healed even as they have transitioned on. And so let's bless them on their journey. And so it is.
Every prayer is answered, every prayer is heard, every thought and feeling, every spoken word, what your soul has longed for, what your heart can feel is already here, is already real. There is no one out there, there is no one else. You hold all the answers deep inside yourself. There's a voice that whispers, there's no you, no me. There's just one, there's just unity. One power, one presence, one light to lead the way. All loving, all knowing, that answers when you pray. When the world looks darkest and your eyes can't see, gather all your troubles and give them all to me. I am always with you. I will always be. I am one. I am unity. We are one. We are unity.
I just want to say there is a reason that we're not projecting the lyrics on the screen yet, because we're not starting congregational singing just yet. We're going to ease ourselves into coming back from the pandemic. So stay tuned. We'll keep adding things as it's appropriate to do so. In the meantime, thank you, Rob. And I want to thank Rob. He and I have become Velcroed to each other during this year and a half, and I want to thank him for being a really wonderful partner through this whole thing. So thank you, Rob.
That means a lot to me. Thank you, Susie. It's been mutual.
Thanks. So we are going to project the words to the statement of being on the screen right now, and so I'm going to invite you to say this with me, and it's going to be so good to not just hear me saying it. This is so good, you guys. You ready? There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God, who is perfect life, perfect intelligence, perfect love, and perfect substance. I am an individualized expression of God. You are an individualized expression of God. We are individualized expressions of God. Wonderful. Wow, that was great to hear that, besides just my own voice. I'm going to invite Caroline Roberti to please come up for a moment. I'm starting something new, and we're going to have some congregant sharing, community connection. And so I asked Caroline if she would be willing to come up and share with you maybe some of the insights or things that she's learned since last she saw you during this pandemic.
Thank you. I entitled this Reflections During COVID. I have always considered myself as not afraid to die and somewhat fearless about a lot of things. I have eaten fried tarantula in Cambodia, roast guinea pig in Peru. I've drunk freshly drained cow's blood mixed with milk with a Maasai tribe in Tanzania, and tasted home-brewed whiskey in a remote village up the Mekong River in Laos, strong enough to blow your ears off. Then COVID hit, not only our country, but the whole world. And we all cowered in fear of catching the virus. We stayed home, we wore masks, and socially distanced when venturing out, avoiding each other at all costs. And this was hard for me. I'm a naturally outgoing person. I'm a social being. I like people. On the other hand, I do like solitude, and so I settled down to the routine of not venturing out unless necessary, and enjoying the quiet, reading a lot, sitting by the lake and watching the wildlife, and not having any social life at all. But then there were neighbors who caught the virus. Some recovered, others were hospitalized, and people I knew died from it. And here in our own Unity community, Reverend Susie fought through it with all the strength that she could muster and survived. I had to face the reality that I was scared. I don't want to die. And I wept at the thought of leaving those I love. So much for being fearless. There was a sense that we were all in this together, the whole world, because no one was immune from it, and we were all one in our battle against it, and to find a vaccine. We always dream of and pray for oneness on earth, but surely not through adversity. As I thought about it, my real problem had been in my mind and how I saw myself. If as a body, it was fear. But my body will inevitably fail me. I'm 78 years old and will die from something sooner or later. But I do have control of my mind and my heart and my very soul. And I can look with gentleness and forgiveness and love at the world around me, so that peace can permeate my experience, regardless of my body. If I can view myself as joined with Spirit, connected to the divine in me, then I need have no fear. And as I look back on my life, it's actually been in the period after times of trial and adversity that I have experienced the most spiritual growth. One big and continuing anchor for me was that I stayed in touch with Unity of Sarasota by attending via Zoom the services on Sundays and Wednesday evenings, David Hawkins's awakening class at 9 a.m. on Sunday mornings, and one of Reverend Susie's small groups on Monday mornings. It's funny that only this past week, on reflecting on this whole experience, now that our separation is coming to an end, I see the gift and blessing to me in it all. Especially how in the small group meetings and Sunday morning class, I got to know and love a handful of people in a deeply personal way. And we became like family, closer than I had ever felt before church or after church at fellowship after service. I can only encourage you all, as we pick up our pieces and start anew, to take part in the life of this, our spiritual community of Unity of Sarasota. Join a small group, be it a class or a social event, sign up for special events, or as a volunteer, get to know a handful of people in a deeper, more personal way, and I guarantee you that you too will come to know us all as family. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for starting us off, and we will be inviting others to come forward. So we have a long number of Sundays ahead of us, so your turn will come. Rob?
Isn't it nice that we can dream of all the places we can't see? Fly over oceans wide, do all the things we never tried. Isn't it strange how you can go back to a home you've never known? It's like you were there before, a place you've been searching for. Inside of you, your heart knows the way. Isn't it nice to let it go onto the life you'll someday know, and let the real world fade away? Once you're there, that you're inside. You can't turn back when you open your eyes. It isn't nice that we can dream all of the places we can't see. Fly over oceans wide, do all the things we've never tried. And isn't it strange how you can go back to the home you've never known? It's like you were there before, a place you've been searching for. The new world waits inside your dream, and your heart knows the way. Isn't it nice to let it go onto the life you'll someday know, and let the real world fade away? Isn't it nice to let it go onto the life your soul will know, and let the real world fade away?
Thank you, Rob. So we're going to let the old world fade away. We're going to move into a new one. I'm going to start with our community core value affirmation. Inspired by divine guidance, we express joy as spontaneity, playfulness, fun, creativity, and imagination. Inspired by divine guidance, we express joy as spontaneity, playfulness, creativity, and imagination. And that's the new world we want to go to. Now, I think you all remember that God created the heavens and the earth. And guess what? God is still creating, and that's a good thing. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now, I want you to listen to that. Created, past tense. God did his part and then gave dominion and stewardship of the earth to us. So now, this is ours to be stewards of. Not dominion as in to lord it over, but rather to be good stewards of the gifts that we've been given. This entire life, this entire planet has been given to us as a gift. It was prophesied in Isaiah 65:17. I create a new heaven and a new earth. The former things have passed away and will not be remembered. The home of God is among mortals. God himself will be with them. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. And from Ephesians 1:10, God will bring unity to all things in heaven and on earth. See, I know you guys picked the good name, unity. It's quoted in the Bible. I mean, come on. God will bring unity to all things in heaven and on earth. You should be kind of excited about that. Unity. That's. I'm the only one that got kind of excited by that. Whatever. I am self-contained entertainment. But the point of all of this, that God created and is continuing to create a new heaven and a new earth, is that all of our earthly illusions or delusions of duality and separation from the source, God, are gone. They're gone. The kingdom of heaven has come to us. It is at hand, and it is within each one of us now as we awaken to it. So it's not a question of us having to ascend somewhere else after death to be part of the kingdom. We're already it. And as we achieve that kingdom consciousness, everything is made new. Everything is made new. That's a promise that the world we live in will be transformed and will continue to evolve and transform. No matter how distracted or frightened we may become by the challenges that we face, like the pandemic. No matter all of that appearance in the human condition and the human experience, we have been given a promise of a life that continues to deepen and expand and evolve and transform. From Revelation 21:5, behold, I make all things new. Behold, I make all things new. And then he said, write this down, for these words are trustworthy and true. Trust in the one Spirit within and all around us, and we are made new. Trust that we are continually evolving and transforming and creating. And transformation occurs as we embrace and embody our oneness with Father, Mother, God, Spirit. Spirit has the power, as we allow it, to transform us completely from the inside out. From the inside out. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind and spirit. But now what? But now what? What is God doing now? What exactly is this continuous creating that's happening? Well, God created the heavens and the earth and is ever creating a new heaven and a new earth. We're not done. We're in a process of continual becoming. And Spirit is calling us to evolve and to co-create this new heaven and this new earth of which we are the stewards. So we have a very big responsibility to be a part of it, not to just kick back and sit back, but to be a part of it, to participate in this co-creation. The God of newness has prepared a different future for us, and we are the ones who will bring it forth. And I say that, behold, I make all things new is a declaration that it affects the way that we live. And when we trust in the one Spirit, knowing that God is within and all around us, we become a new creation, each one of us, all of us. A transformation occurs in those who embody the oneness with Father, Mother, God, Spirit, and embrace spiritual living as a lifestyle. That it's not just something we do on Sunday or when we finally get to come back after a year and a half. It's something that becomes the way we live. And so I would ask that you reflect on this idea of, behold, I make all things new, in relation to the chronicle of our times, the headlines that we hear and see all the time that are fairly depressing, I would have to say. So I give you some advice about those headlines. Number one, stop giving it your full attention. And if you do continue to listen to the news, use it as your prayer request. That's what I do. The headlines are my prayer request. That's what I know that I need to pray for, the light of its opposite. And so if you would join me in that, I think that'd be great. I think we'd have more power to shift things. So think about this. Behold, I make all things new. So when you see an icky headline, say that to yourself. Behold, I make all things new, and then do a prayer. Shift it. We have been given the power to do that. We're the stewards. We're God's stewards. So reflect on that. All the tragedies and the divisions and the violence. Make it your prayer request, lest we risk growing used to those nasty headlines. You notice how we kind of, another mass shooting. No, don't get used to it. Behold, I make all things new. Make it new. Make it shift. With faith, know that death and hatred and division and violence is not the last word. It is not the truth of us. In partnership and co-creation with Spirit, we are heirs to a new promise, a new heaven and a new earth. Let us not cling to nostalgia and regrets and lamentations. Let's move forward. Creation didn't stop on the seventh day. God is ever evolving us and co-creating with us. Make yourself available. Make yourself available to God. God speaks words of blessing. Behold, I make all things new. Behold, I make all things new. Yes, Father, Mother, God, Spirit is a God of newness and surprises that are activated through us. We are the hands, the feet, the heart, the soul. We are the activity of God. That's powerful. If you don't think of yourself as the activity of Father, Mother, God, Spirit right now, I would invite you to contemplate that this week. That's who you are. That's how important every single one of us is. I believe that Unity of Sarasota is called to a transformative process of releasing and embracing, of letting go of what was and embracing what is possible together. We're embarking on a sort of a transformational remodeling project, if you will, much like the sanctuary. What if we did the same thing for ourselves, for spiritual community, that it's not just the building, but it's us as a community that goes through this remodeling and creating that new possibility in collaboration with each other and with God to make things brand new. Or like I did, my hair. Behold, I make all things new. These are the lengths that I will go to, or in this case, the lengths that I will cut off to drive home a point. Behold, I make all things new. That was scary for me, you know. I haven't had short hair in a very long time. Yeah. See what I'm willing to do for you guys? And you can leave a donation because it was expensive. But behold, I make all things new. Think of that, you know, not just the clothes that you wear, the outer trappings of who you are, the outer trappings of what this community is, but behold, I make all things new from the inside out. That each of us has that opportunity to be made new and fresh and always growing and deepening and expanding and transforming and becoming who we truly are, becoming who we've come here to be, to do what we've come here to do out of that beingness. We're called to make all things new. So Spirit's call is for this unity of Sarasota community to be revealed and fulfilled through us, each of us individually and all of us collectively, to learn from and release the past, to create in the present moment, to plan for a bright and beautiful future. And guess what? Transformation sounds good. How many like the transformation? Transformation, you like transformation? It's a good thing. How many want to change? A few less. But I got to tell you, evolution and transformation requires us to change. It requires us to change. Chinese symbol for change is made up of two characters, crisis and opportunity, and we get to choose which one we give our energy and attention to. I am voting for opportunity. I'm suggesting opportunity. Anybody else want to join me in opportunity? Those of you who are choosing crisis, please see me after school. We'll be doing some prayer work. So we're really called to complete and honor the past by blessing and releasing it. William Bridges, who is a change expert, says that what comes after the letting go is the neutral zone, the wilderness between the old reality and the new, the best chance for creativity, renewal, innovation, and when revitalization begins. So there's that neutral zone, that wilderness, that no man's land, that uncharted territory. So in the aftermath of letting go comes a call to spend time in the creative wilderness between the old and the new reality, the neutral zone. And that's where we are, my friends. We're in the neutral zone. We're in this place where we've created the space to have a new and a good and brand new beginning, to open up to the possibilities of that Christ consciousness, that awakened consciousness can bring us. And we do that through co-creation with each other and with Spirit. We get to create unities greater yet to be, with vision and intention and wisdom and action, and we do it together. We do it together, that we can continue to become. If I've learned anything, thank you, by the way, for sharing your insights from this very interesting period we've just come through. I have to say, if I've learned anything, it is that I want to grab the gusto of life with every possible moment. You know, I was very, very sick, and I was very scared when I was very sick. And it made me appreciate what we have, made me appreciate life in a different way. And so I don't want to go back. I don't want to look back. We're not going there. We're going forward. I want to be part of creation. How about you? You want to be part of creating who we are and what we become? Isn't that more exciting than going, oh, I want to go back here? No. Let's go forward. Forward. Exciting. Adventure. Cool stuff. You know, we'll do some stuff. We're going to try some new things. And some of them will be exciting and we'll go, wow, why didn't we think of that years ago? And other things, and say, oh my gosh, whose idea was that? And we'll just let those go. Because every day is a new day. We're given a new day every day. So we're moving forward. We're co-creating that greater yet to be that is unity of Sarasota. So let's take this opportunity and integrate our past, our present, and our future. But the work is done in the present moment. That's where we have the power to create. And if we don't stay in that now moment of creation, we run the risk of going back and repeating the past. And then we become part of the cast of Back to the Future. The future starts to look just like the past. But this is our opportunity to create. Instead, we get to open up to something brand new, a renewed sense of joy and excitement and adventure. I think spiritual community, spiritual deepening, spiritual awakening, I think it should be an adventure, right? Don't you think? I mean, the spiritual adventure. That brings excitement and energy and power. That spiritual transformation, that spiritual emergence that I'm talking about, that co-creation I'm talking about, It requires that willingness for us to let go of some things, to die to the old in us, and to go deep within where all there is God, and to focus on that inner shift that shows up in our outer life. And then we emerge into the light of creation and a fuller expression of our individual and collective being. And do remember that transformation is messy. Transformation can be messy. It calls to mind a butterfly before it's a butterfly. It's that cocoon, that caterpillar, and then it goes in that messy, icky, gooky cocoon. But what's happening in there is the creation, the transformation that becomes a beautiful butterfly. So just know that some of the things we're going to be trying might be a bit messy, but we're going to be beautiful afterward, right? Butterfly, butterfly. So with faith, I'm asking all of us, with faith, to embrace the mystery of the unknown that we're stepping into, but know that we're stepping into the power of possibility. Embody the vibration of the Most High, that Christedness within us, that awakened Spirit of God within us. Vibrate to the frequency of the Most High. And be receptive to the no-thingness, to the empty canvas, to the blank page, to the lump of clay, to the unwritten musical page waiting to be shaped into a work of art with passion and meaning and purpose. We are Unity of Sarasota. This beautiful campus is not Unity of Sarasota. We are Unity of Sarasota. We, the people, are Unity of Sarasota. And we will be what it becomes. So I invite us to consider what is wanting to emerge through us, what is being called forth into being Unity of Sarasota. Charles Fillmore said, "Imagination gives man the ability to project himself through time and space and rise above all limitations. Let God within you express itself through you in the world without." And so take some time this week, take some time every day just being still and imagining what is being called forth through you, what is being called forth through us at Unity of Sarasota to become that brand new, behold, I make all things new. I see Unity of Sarasota as a beacon of light and love and truth, beaming brightly out there into the greater Sarasota community, and let's not stop there, out into the world, out into the cosmos. That's how brightly we can shine. As we align with Father, Mother, God, Spirit, and connect in community, we nurture and experience our own transformation, and then we become a transformative force for good in the world. Who wants to be a transformative force for good? Yeah? What's stopping us? Not a thing, right? Not a thing. So let's be it. Let's be that transformative force for good, because we are the ones that we've been waiting for. And we're here now, right? We're here now. I want to close my talk with an adaptation from a D.H. Lawrence poem called Song of a Man Who Has Come Through. And then I want to just take us into a brief meditation to close. A fine wind is blowing the new direction of time, the fine wind that takes its course through the chaos of the world like an exquisite chisel. Oh, for the wonder that bubbles into my soul. I would be a good fountain, a good wellhead, would blur no whisper, spoil no expression. What is that knocking? It is 3 new angels. Admit them, let them in. Close your eyes if it's comfortable, otherwise a soft gaze. Settle into your chair. Breathe in deeply. Pause. Exhale fully. Breathe in deeply yet again. Hold and exhale. Continue breathing in deeply. exhaling fully in that divine flow and circulation that is the breath of God. And in the silence, ask yourself and contemplate this. What is emerging through me to make all things new? What is emerging through me to make all things new? What is emerging through unity of Sarasota to make all things new? What is emerging through unity of Sarasota to make all things new? What is being called forth into being through us to make all things new? What is being called forth into being through all of us to make all things new? Gently bring your awareness back to this time and space and open your eyes when you're ready. And just know that I invite you to take time this week to contemplate those questions. What's being called forth? What is wanting to emerge? Be with that question, and then be with the answers. Be with the answers. Blessings on your journey of making all things new. And begin by going within and catching Spirit's vision, and then follow G-O-D, good orderly direction. And so it is. And together we say, thank God within and all around us. Amen.
Living in the house of the soul's belonging, yeah, where you know without a doubt that you made it home. Living in the house of the soul's belonging, coming back to the holy ground that you always known. In the kingdom of love, there is no competition, there's no contradiction, and there's no control. And you can take possession and claim your passion, yes, working on a building that cannot be bought or sold. Ooh, feeling of sweet surrender. Let your soul remember just who you are. You can take your own sweet time and ease your troubled mind in the secret sanctuary of your own heart. Oh, living in the house of the soul's belonging, where you know without a doubt that you made it home. Oh, I'm living in the house of the soul's belonging. Yeah, I'm calling back to the holy ground that you've always known. There's a room for all the kindness you can hold, and you know that you can take it with you everywhere you go. Living in the house of the soul's belonging, where you know without a doubt that you all made it home. Well, living in the house of the soul's belonging. Oh, we're coming back to the holy ground that we've always known. Oh yeah, we just came back to the holy ground that we've always known. One more time. Yeah, we're coming back to the holy ground that we once knew, that we've always known.
You know, it occurs to me, just one more thing I wanted to share. There were a group of us during this pandemic who did make something new. I had this idea that during this downtime that I had no idea would be so long, that we could do, you know how, what did you do on your summer vacation kind of thing? So it's what did you do during the pandemic? Well, there were 17 of us that wrote a book. If you're one of the authors, this is called Pathways of Spiritual Awakening, Uplifting Stories of Personal Transformation. 17 of us put this together. If you're one of the authors, please stand. It's actually a really good book. So you'll be seeing it in our bookstore when we open, hopefully July 1st, if not sooner, and it'll be featured there and we'll have a big party. But anyway, it's actually quite a good book, and I'm so proud of all of us who took the time out to reflect and share our stories. It's nicely done. So I just wanted to highlight that. Would our chaplains please come forward? Jackie, come on. Come on, Jackie. These are two of our chaplains, and they are available to you to be in prayer with and for you for something that you are wanting to create in your life. And so please see them after the service if you would like to be with them in prayer. They're available to you, or you can call in or make an appointment with them for a longer session. So just know, and let's thank our chaplains for all the prayer they do. I just want to say, as we're getting ready to leave, that we do have the sanctuary and the live stream service on Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. The theme this Wednesday is rest. Yeah, baby. I have spent some energy today, so I'm going to rest on Wednesday with Phil Lieber. Phil Lieber and I will be doing the music, so join us on Wednesday evening. It's really fantastic. So come on Wednesday evening. Also, thanks for joining us today. This has been a wonder. Could you show the Wednesday slide, please? Just because they may not have been hearing. I'm getting to it. They're worried I'm not going to get the money. Show me the money. No. I'll get to the money. Don't worry. I'll get there. It's good, though. I'm glad that you're excited to give. That's very exciting news. But I just wanted to say I am so thrilled that you joined us today. This was such a special occasion. And I know we've gone long, but I figured we would because it's a party kind of today. So thank you so much for being part of this. This is, man, you have no idea how exciting this is to me. After a year and a half of looking at a blank room, other than I want to thank my handful of little crew that was here. Darlene's been here with me. Virginia's been here with me. Russell Wilson, of course, has been here with me, and the Seattle Seahawks. And Julie Donnelly back there, and David's been running sound. We've got Peter this morning running sound. George has been running sound. So we've had a little skeleton crew that have taken us through, you guys. So thank them very, very, very much. Okay, so we're open. We're open, people. We are open in the sanctuary and still on live stream. So, be here, or be on the live stream. Now, the money. Okay, I was saving the best for last. So there we go. There's the money slide. So we're doing this a little bit differently just to, again, to not be passing all kinds of things around and whatnot initially. So the ushers, the smiling ushers, the joyous ushers, who happen also to be board members, will be, so your board, let's thank our board for being in service today. They will be smiling joyously as you exit and leaving your goodies in the offering bowls. And we thank you for all of your giving of time, talent, and treasure throughout this time. And now, especially when you're here to actually, have the tactile experience of it. And let's just know that we are so grateful for all that is given and that all that is received and then continues to flow. And so let's say our prosperity affirmation together. Divine love blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give, and all that I receive abundantly. All right, so you'll just do that on your way out. And, have fun doing that.
Don't forget to do it.
New thing. Yeah, don't forget. Actually, I had the idea, I think the board put a kibosh on this. I said, hey, let's have them give on the way in, and maybe they'll forget, and they'll give on the way out, too. Yeah, so now that I gave that away, I guess I can't try that next Sunday, right? All right. All right, so let's say our prayer for protection, and they're going to put that up on the slide for you. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God, our Creator. Family all the way. Yes, we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every breath I take, yes, this is my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes,